Michigan hockey fans, Michigan women's hockey is live and on the air. We are live here at Yost Ice Arena, where it is your Michigan women's hockey team taking on Davenport, the Davenport Panthers. And we are very lucky to be joined by Coach Ned here, who's back for another season, willing to put up with me for another season.
I'm looking forward to it, Mark. Go blue.
Absolutely. What a good day to be here in an ice rink, and
It's still warm for an ice rink.
yes, tell you what, you won't have to bundle up too much in the stands.
We promise you again, good seats, and don't worry about wearing an overcoat.
And if you're a Michigan football fan, hopefully that game will be over, or you can just wait and watch the ending afterwards. If you're a Spartan fan, boy, you need something to do before that 11 o'clock game, so you might as well watch a little Michigan women's hockey.
Yeah, then take a nap.
Yeah, my director is nodding over here. He's a big Spartans fan, and he went 11 o'clock. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we are really happy to be back here at Yost Ice Arena, taking on the Davenport team, who's already played a pair of games. They went out to Ritter Arena to play Minnesota. We're going to get to go out there a little bit later in the season. And they played, what was the date on that? September 12th. Man, boy, that seems like an early start.
Yeah.
Minnesota beat them 4-0 in the first game, and then Saturday, September 13th, Minnesota beat them 5-1. Taking a look at that game here. It was no scoring in the first. Then Minnesota scored 5 in the second. Well, I don't know if I believe that, because they say all goals were scored in the second. Shots on goal, 17 for Davenport, 52 for University of Minnesota.
I've heard that the Davenport goalie is pretty good.
Yeah, I do not doubt that. Hall seems to be playing pretty darn well. Davenport took one penalty and was 1-for-1. Minnesota 2-0 on that. The lone goal, well, it does look like there was all scored in the second. So it started off with Davenport with the goal as Retzloff scored her first goal from Hildebrand on the power play at 12:35. Then Minnesota came back as Moran scored at 13:37. That from Hollenbach and Hill. Then at 16:07, Minnesota, the game-winning goal was by a name I really should have taken a look at before I pulled this up, as Maldazinik, and forgive me, Julian, that from Olf and Jarman. Then it was Hill for Minnesota scoring from Hollenbach and Scanlon. Pearl scored at 16:37 from Rolf and Wurzo. And then it was Jarman scoring at 17:05 from Moore and Mitchell. So taking a look at the goalie comparison, it was Lind who did play goalie. She is skating out today. She's wearing number 41. So this is a very small bench, folks, for Davenport.
That's going to be part of our issue, is not looking down at that bench.
So Lynn's saved 47 out of 52 shots. Nelson only faced 17 shots and saved 16 of them. So, it is interesting. There are two players who are not going to be playing for Davenport. Talking to the coaching staff, Tana Hill is not going to be playing. She's from Niverville, Manitoba. She's a freshman forward. She's out, as well as Stolarik, who's from Millbrook, Ontario. She is not playing. She is a freshman forward. So it looks like we have, for forwards for Davenport, Courtney Hansen, Kulinich, and Clark, as well as Retzloff, Hildebrand, Basha. And then for defense, man, I only have two listed, so obviously they're playing things a little different. Skinner and Osborne. And then the goalies, Lind is skating out, and Hall is playing in goal. So we'll see what happens there. So, yeah, they are suiting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players suited up. So,
I didn't count that many in warm-ups, so maybe...
Yeah, they might not have.
I had 9 and a goalie in warm-ups, but, they were moving around. It's early in the season. I may not be able to follow them all.
And one of these other players might not.
They skate faster than my groups do, too, so maybe I'm not able to follow them.
So it's going to be something that, they're coming off of a tough weekend at Minnesota. They're coming into Yost Ice Arena, and Michigan's going to want to jump on them fast. You don't want to give this team any kind of momentum to get them fired up and you don't want to let them think they can win this.
That's right. Yeah, they're going to try to play pond hockey. They have a passive forecheck. They pick their lanes. They pick their times. We've got to be careful not to look down at the other bench and think it's going to be easy. Nothing's ever easy.
Never.
But I can tell you, practices the last couple of weeks have been energetic, focused. I don't think. This coaching staff isn't going to tolerate it. So I think that is something they need to focus on, but I don't think it'll be a problem.
So it's definitely, because any ACHA or CCWHA team, they're a fellow CCWHA team, any of them can beat you if you don't take them seriously, if you don't play your best.
It's hockey, so you could have a hot goaltender.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We've had that. We've done a really good job in our history of making goaltenders look really good.
Boy, last season we seemed to really we would throw a lot of shots on there, but no matter who we played, we brought out the best in the goalkeeper.
We certainly did. Yeah.
That's always a little frustrating.
Got to get over that.
Take a look. We do have starters. I don't have starters for Davenport, but we do have starters for Michigan. And new to the team, graduate students. Farrell is going to be starting.
Graduate student from Miami of Ohio, whatever they call it now.
In Miami University.
Miami University, but not in Miami. Miami University, yeah.
Not University of Miami, but Miami University. Just so you know the difference.
And I figure she played 4 years because she's only got a year of eligibility left. So we're glad to have her, but 1 year is too short. Let me tell you, she can skate.
I really should have
heavy
pick
shot.
her out from last
heavy
season
shot.
when we were down there.
Yeah.
Malashevsky is going to be the center, and then Lindahl, of course, is going to be at the other wing. Lindahl, one of the captains.
Yeah.
Malashevsky and Cummings, the assistant captains. At defense, another assistant captain, Ferris, and McGough. Ferris, the assistant captain, McGough is going to be the other defender, and then Johns gets the start.
Yeah. So I expect there might be most of Grand Rapids here today. I haven't looked in the stands because we're too high up, but they're supporting her, I'm sure.
Absolutely, she has a lot of support, and rightfully so. She plays a heck of a game, and trying to. It's never going to be easy to move on, and we hope Ponith is having an amazing next adventure. We were really spoiled by having her, and Johns is amazing as well. So we are so lucky to have another goalkeeper. As a matter of fact, we have a bunch of them.
We have 4 on the roster and 1 practicing with us. So we have our hands full at practice with 5 goalies. But the good news is, we have Ethan St. Pierre on the staff as a goalie coach, and he's seemingly handling the 5 of them well. So
I have a lot of memories of St. Pierre broadcasting Pioneer men's hockey. St. Pierre played his high school at Huron High School, and nothing against the team around him. He did not have a amazing team around him.
yeah.
He would face more shots than I've ever seen, and
Yeah.
he kept them in games. He played his guts out and was amazing.
He holds the record for the most shots in the state of Michigan in high school hockey, 96 in a game.
That is
and he lost 8-2. So think about that save percentage.
So that is just so we hopefully some of that percentage will wear off. Not facing that many number of shots. We don't want that to happen.
If that happens, we're going to evaluate our defensive scheme.
But the coaches as Michigan comes out in their home white uniforms with Michigan in black lettering across the front, numbers on the front and on the back, base and blue. Piping around or striping around the sleeves and down the pants, dark blue pants, and of course they'll have the helmets. Taking a look at the Michigan coaching staff, it is of course the coach Bill Bonser as the head coach now. Drew Malashevsky is an assistant coach. Jonathan Yanofsky, of course he said Ethan St. Pierre, and strength and conditioning is Phil Harrington.
And Drew Malashevsky is actually the associate head coach.
Associate head coach, gotcha. Yep. For Davenport, it is Blake Heckbarth, and then the assistant coaches are 2 players we saw not that long ago. Julia Gaynor, she played for the team for a while, was very good, and Amy Zamp, I think she just graduated last year, and she's a coach with the team. So we're just waiting, Michigan lining up at the goal line, and then they'll have to make a little bit of a hole here because here comes Davenport. Davenport is in their black jerseys. They have Davenport in black lettering across the front. They have a little bit of orangish red as the accent color with the numbers in white on. Boy, they're on the sleeves and on the back. That's awesome.
I was going to say that both teams have easy to read numbers for you, Mark.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So what that means is if I'm missing people, it's all my fault. So...
Yeah, I still get 10.
That's fair. So there must be someone on my roster who
this is like
also
a
isn't playing.
Senior men's Iron League team.
Or that Eastern Michigan women's hockey team, who's now D1 this season, they got to the semifinals for the finals with, I think they had very few number of players out there. We'll see them. Hopefully they have a few more players out there. We'll see them a little bit later in the season. They've moved up to Division 1.
And they're in our pod.
Yeah.
So we should see them twice.
Yep, we'll see them once here, and then we end the season at the Arctic Edge of Canton. So announcing Davenport Hall comes out. Skinner skating out, starting. Kulinich coming out to the blue line. Hansen skating out. Courtney skates out to the blue line. And then the final starter out there is Osborne. And besides the starters, they have 4 players on the bench, which that is really, really tough.
Conditioned.
Lindahl skates out to the blue line. As she is followed out there. As coming out is Farrell and then Ferris. McGough out there, and then the center, Malashevsky. And between the pipes, it is Johns. So now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, the playing of the national anthem. national anthem there. I was a little bummed. I thought I heard someone singing down there before the game. I thought we might get to someone with a vocal rendition of the national anthem. That is not an easy song to sing.
No, we struggle with getting even the music majors consistently here. For one thing, there's so much to do before pregame and teams doing it all, so that's one more task that falls through the cracks sometimes.
As both squads getting last moment instructions from the coaching staff across the way. As hopefully they'll change the period. It's still up on third period up on the scoreboard there. So we got 20 minutes up there. I swear it's not the third.
And I can't text our scoreboard because it's all incoming freshmen that are in there, and I don't have any text numbers. They have mine. I don't have theirs. If they ask me what period it is, I'll clear it up.
But, yeah, our scoreboard's going to say third because we're pulling it off the scoreboard here. So.
Oh, good.
Malashevsky takes the face-off as that battle for it right at the blockades as Farrell moves it all the way back into the far corner. Trying to pull that around. Ferris gets it into the near corner. And brought ahead that puck right back into the neutral zone. Going to get it. Kulinich hands it into the near corner of her own zone, trying to get back there as Farrell. Kulinich brings it down the near boards, fires it ahead. That picked up Osborne, a cross-ice pass. That tipped by Ferris right back into the zone. Skinner trying to get it out of the zone. Ferris dumps it into the far corner. She's going off for a line change. Farrell trying to pull that away. Puck into the far corner. Now firing it out in front, trying to get to Lindahl. There's a shot by McGough that just went wide. Picked up back there. Metz trying to get to it. Now sent back to Metz, top of the far circle. Metz trying to fire it back deep. Skinner battling her there. Now Malashevsky outside the far circle. Skinner lifts that puck as they'll slip back into the neutral zone. 1 minute gone. 19 minutes left to go here in the first. McGough goes back into her own zone. Scoreless so far. Picked up by Cummings. Cummings trying to move it down the near boards. Here comes Garbady. Garbady trying to get away from Kulinich. Still battling in along the near boards right in front of the penalty benches. That picked up by Hansen, then poked away. Good job back over there by Callis. A couple new names
look
coming
at that
through.
Open lane.
Now coming in is McGough. McGough puts a shot out there. Hall with the save and covers it up. 18:27 left to go here in the first.
We better get more shots. I'm going to be a homer, folks. Better get more shots than that. It took us almost 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes to get that shot. Well, actually, minute and a half, but anyway.
Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. Gordon in to take the face-off. Carr to her left. To her right is Hung. In there taking the face-off. Versus Hildebrand. Puck comes all the way onto the far circle. Gordon trying to get to it. Poked in along the far boards and back into the neutral zone. Gathered up, moved over to Metz. Metz has it. Banks it off the far board, trying to get to Hung. That picked up by Skinner. Skinner dumps it into the Michigan zone. That on the near circle. Gathered up back there. Metz has it back behind her own goal. Metz in along the near boards, trying to get it over to Hung. That back to mid-ice. Now knocked down. Good job by Carr to knock it down. Courtney takes it for Davenport. Puts it in along the far boards. Retzloff trying to put it back into the Michigan zone. Picked up. Retzloff moves it back. Top of the near circle where Metz has it. Metz over in along the far boards to Kolwich. Then gets it back. Metz switches spots with Kolwich. Top of the far circle. Now over to the near circle. Hung bringing it down the near boards. Trying to get to it is Dilla. Now Hung trying to pull it in. Courtney had it as that's dumped by Carr back deep into the far corner. Kulinich has it.
I see Michigan with some nerves. They're just trying to figure it out here a little bit. Some people have never played.
Top of the far circle. Ooh, Dilla with a tip out in front. Ceballos outside the near circle. That had an opportunity. Back behind trying to pick that up. Man, puck shot. That one just goes in along the near boards. The Modica had it.
Yeah, Izzy's got that great shot. Tough angle.
Trying to pull it away. Dilla back there. Bobby trying to battle as well.
Good forecheck.
The Modica had it. Now coming up the near boards. Kulinich had it. Now picked up. Firing out in front. Is that knocked away? Coming the other direction is Kulinich over own blue line. Kulinich over center ice. Kulinich trying to fire it back deep. Good job to knock that away. Picked up by Bobby. Bobby at her own blue line. Trying to move it ahead to Dilla. Dilla dumps it in back deep. 17 minutes left to go in a scoreless game so far. Retzloff back deep in her own zone. Lindahl trying to knock that away. Puck back to the far point. Shot there from Ferris. Loose, spinning, turning, and that one good save back there by Hall. Puck outside the near circle. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl goes out in front, trying to get to Malashevsky. That puck knocked away. Good defense by Skinner. Ferris holds it in, top of the far circle. Now racing head with it. Here comes Hildebrand. Hildebrand lifts it up into the Michigan bench.
Into the bench. Souvenir. Well, I see nerves on the Michigan group. We're not playing quite like we practiced, but I think they'll shake them off. We've got a lot of first-year players from team, 5 at least.
Face off right at the block M here. 16:27 left to go in the first. Here comes Lindahl.
Lindall's going to set the tone right here.
Lindahl on the far circle. Shot there. Good save by
Nice
Hall.
shot.
That was a wicked shot. Farrell trying to get to it. That sneaks past all the way back into the Michigan zone. McGough goes back to get it. She has it back behind her own goal. Johns moves it back to her. Now McGough moves it into the far corner for Ferris. Ferris brings it ahead.
Nice
Gets
pass.
it to Cummings. Cummings over center. Cummings gains
She
the
wants
zone.
to fire it.
Top of the near circle as that shot just goes wide to the far side. Gathered up.
Nice play.
Back over. Ferris trying to move it back deep. That puck into the near corner as Callis had it. Now top of the far circle. Cummings gets it back to Callis in the near corner. Callis back behind.
See, they're almost playing a PK just because they're saving some strength.
Shot by Ferris. Callis right out in front. Now Garbati fires out in front. There's a shot.
Shots.
Somehow a save.
And that's what we're going to
Cummings
have.
was right on the doorstep.
Oh, my God.
And the thing is, you don't want, as a Michigan fan, you don't want Hall to get too hot because you don't want any of the shooters to feel stymied there.
Well, so far she's seen everything. When she quits seeing stuff.
There's Carr with a shot and a save.
That's a big, and
in.
Big league shot in the face, or rebound right there. Is that Katie Cummings, KC?
I believe Katie Cummings did put it in.
That's nice. That's our president's first goal of the year.
Indeed.
Way to set the tone.
Here comes the replay here, as you can see. Back. Coming in, Carr makes a nifty move,
Nice
fires
save.
it, and then Cummings right there. And there
on
it
the
goes
backhand. Gotta love a backhand. Thank goodness.
So Michigan at the 15-11 mark goes up with a goal there by Cummings. Michigan right back into the zone outside the far circle. Back to Carr.
Back door.
All the way sent across. That puck back to the near point. Gathered up there by Metz. Metz had tipped. Gordon trying to get to it. Then puck into the far corner. Hansen trying to pull it away. Manami Gordon trying to dig it out there as well as Carr. Carr puts it back to the far point. Kolwich trying to fire it. Tipped back to the blue line. Kolwich has it there. Kolwich, top of the near circle. Putting it
Nice
back
play.
deeper. Hung. Trying to move it around. Gordon still digging.
Scoreboard's up to date and correct.
Excellent. They got it back to the first. That's wonderful. As that puck comes all the way around and back into the Michigan zone.
We're going to see a little of that tonight, I think, just so they can get a break.
So that's going to be icing.
Emma's going to have rigor mortis at the far end, Mark.
Well, it's hard to really make
yeah.
sure that if you're a goalie and you don't face many shots, it's hard to.
It's harder when you face zero.
You don't want to face 96, but still, you don't
There's a
want to face
difference between
either.
0 and 96. Yeah.
Neither one of those are ideal.
Well, we're not going to start letting them have it. I'm just saying.
Secreto fires it that into the far corner as the Modica trying to get to a puck underneath the near circle. Trying to pull it away. And it's moved over by Lind. Again, she plays goalie, also skates out. Gathered up, coming ahead with it, Hansen. Hansen over on blue line. Hansen over center. Hansen trying to dump it back deep. That picked up by Ceballos. Ceballos back behind her own goal. Moves it ahead to Bobby. Bobby sends it all the way across the ice. Picked up there, coming ahead. Demodica has it. Demodica has that popped away. Michigan has to reset. Puck over to Ceballos, up the near board. Ceballos.
They're not going to put it deep anymore. They're going to carry it in. Oh.
So big time pressure back there from Hildebrand. Moved over to Ceballos. Now picked up. Here comes Dilla. Dilla's going to dump it deep. Lindahl chases it, picked up by Skinner back behind it. She'll rim it all the way around.
Nice save.
Good job to hold it in back over there. Is that McGough? I believe so. Puck right out in front, bouncing puck. Oh, excuse me, no, that was Farrell.
Yeah, I recognize that new skater. She can fly.
I just saw the 3 and thought it was a 6. My bad. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl pokes it off of the end boards. Lindahl stops there underneath the far circle, sends it back.
Play.
Top of the far circle.
Nice pass.
There's
there
a
it is.
shot
Teed
out
up.
in front.
Oh.
And pulled away. Good job back there by Kulinich. Another shot. Hall
that was
able
tipped
to knock
by
it
the
away.
defenseman's skate.
Farrell pulls it away from Skinner, trying to poke it away back over there. Here's Retzloff.
Never make it.
There's McGough.
Yep.
And every time I say Retzloff, I have to not say Getzloff. But that's neither here nor there. That puck back in along the near boards. As here comes Michigan. As McGough trying to come in. Courtney knocks that away.
She may get a hooking. I don't know. There was a holding of the stick and a hooking of the stick. I'm not sure how that's going to go.
So Schaub got it in along the near boards, but
it's going to be Michaela. I thought she kind of had that stick under her arm, the Davenport player, but Michaela comes in with a gruff disposition. That's why I call her McGruff, and she's paying the price.
She picks up a penalty there.
She'll tell me, see?
Slashing is going to be the call. And we will get to see if
I missed that.
As soon as they put the power play up, we'll see if my scoreboard can have it. Of course, they need to put the power play up on the board, or did they not?
Well, they may. They're all volunteer rookies.
Here comes Hung. Hung moves it back. I don't know how they're going to track it if it's not on the board, but the puck into the near corner.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hall has it.
The good news is these refs are good guys. They'll work with the scorekeepers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
here we
3,
go.
4. Yep,
Manami.
coming in. Manami Gordon is backhanded shot from the corner of the far
nice
circle.
Backhand. Good
Hall
for her.
with the save. That shorthanded. And we're not exactly sure how much time is left on the power play for Davenport.
I'm just going to say less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably less than 2 minutes. Coach Ned going out on a limb on that one.
Yeah, big limb. Big limb.
They had it up there for a second as they're trying. It is not easy to run those scoreboards. So
No,
I'm not picking on anyone.
They're not, typically they're not intuitive. We do have quite the staff down there, though. We have 4 players in there. So the brain trust has got to, all Michigan students has got to be good.
Unfortunately, they probably don't have any Daktronic scoreboard classes at the Big U.
No, but now you know what? Michaela's over there. She'll set them straight.
As that around, now coming ahead with it. Where's team manager Leslie Reed from last year when you need her? She was running the scoreboard a lot.
I think she might be in Chicago, but maybe not.
That would make sense. Coming ahead and fired ahead by Dilla, picked up. Trying to send it across right back deep into the Michigan zone.
Almost killed her own player.
11:26 left to go. McGough standing there ready to come out as that puck sent all the way down. Right back behind the Davenport goal. Picked up back there by Hall. Hall moves it over. Skinner trying to bring it ahead. Now Hildebrand
nice
puts a little shoulder on Lindahl. Coming ahead with it. Kulinich gets it over. Now picked up. Trying to move it ahead as Hildebrand tried to get to it. Lindahl coming in. Lindahl underneath the near circle. Lindahl back behind the goal. Wrap around
the wrap. Here we go. We're
what
not
an
done.
Opportunity. Is now trying to get to it. Malashevsky into the near corner. Malashevsky back behind the goal. She has it into the far corner. Malashevsky battling back there. Skinner trying to poke the puck away. Kulinich in there as well.
Go to the point, guys.
10:40 left to go. Michigan up 1-0. Lindahl still trying to get to it. Now that deflects off of his skate. Picked up, coming the other direction. Here comes Bassa. Bassa gets it into the zone. Bassa ends up wiping out the official there accidentally. Kulinich trying to keep it in at the near point. That sends right back over. Ceballos picks it up. Again, McGough getting ready to go. Waiting for
gotta be careful for too many.
official as Malashevsky gets onto the ice. Cummings got wrapped up. Now she'll fire it ahead. Tipped down the near boards.
Okay, we're even up.
Fired back deep by Osborne. Michigan back to full strength. 10 minutes left to go here in the first as it's 1-0 Michigan with the lead. Puck sent ahead.
Good news is they didn't get a shot on net on their power play.
Pull back behind. Now coming ahead with it is Cummings. Cummings works her way into zone, makes a nifty move with the stick. Oh, and she gets it knocked away from Kulinich. Back behind Kulinich, never giving up on that play. And a good defensive opportunity. There's Ferris with the shot. Garbady with a blast. Picked up into the near corner. Callis had it.
Katie just can't.
Right that out. Deflected
Open
right
net.
out in front. Callis racing to get to it.
Nice play to the point. There we go. Boom, boom.
There's
One-timer.
high slot. Ferris trying to get to it. Now Hansen peels it away as it skipped past Callis. Hansen sets it up for Davenport. McGough gets it at their own blue line. Quickly over to Ferris down the near boards. Ferris feeds it ahead. Now Cummings moves it back. Racing in with it is McGough. McGough bringing it over. McGough underneath the near circle. McGough off the post. And covered up. You heard a little ding there.
Katie Cummins just trying to get the shot, and they're putting a stick in there right at the last second.
Face off in the near face off circle, 1-0. Michigan with the lead. Apparently I've been calling too much soccer, 1-0.
This is not a friendly either.
No, it is not. As Gordon trying to get a big shot away in the corner of the far circle. That gathered up by Skinner. Skinner coming the other direction.
Good force.
For Davenport, fired all the way back into the near corner. As that will be icing and head back into the Davenport zone.
Question is it a tilt?
Well, you could definitely call it a match as well, but, or a, yeah. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That 2 holes left. 8:35 left to go here in the first. I'm so happy to be back here and so happy to be back in the booth with the coach. Fantastic to be here.
I'm loving it.
There's a shot top of the near circle by
open
Max
in front.
Lucen.
Oh, my goodness.
Swab was coming right on top trying to get there as well as Demotica. And, boy, it was... Whew.
You know, we've got people crashing the net. But we almost have them almost too close because everything's coming out further. There's another shot.
Covered up by Hall. 8:24 left to go. They'll bring the face-off again in the near face-off circle. Schwab taking the face-off on the other side. Hildebrand. And outside the near circle, sent back by Farrell, back to the near point. Metz gets it back to Farrell. Farrell tried to skate around, pulled away as Bassa has it. Bassa feeds it ahead. Here comes Retzloff. Retzloff making
nice.
a nifty move.
Oh,
my gosh, and that's
they're
going to
take a penalty.
Wow,
good for her.
Would have been one-on-one with that's going to be a tripping call. One-on-one with Johns if she had gotten past. Those are a couple nifty, high-quality moves.
She got good hands. She wasn't flying, but she had good hands.
As I think that's I'm playing the NHL 26. That's what is that, the X button to juke?
Yes, right.
She had a couple fantastic jobs there. Courtney in to take the face-off. On the other side is Dilla. That puck in along, sent right back behind, picked up by Ceballos. Ceballos moving it ahead. It's amazing. Ceballos, one of our really stalwart defenders, as she started off as a forward with the team.
Yes, yep.
Still battle for it right at the near point.
One of our treasures, the senior treasurer.
Dilla trying to get it back. Courtney picks it up on the near circle of her own zone. Courtney spinning with it. Now going right to left. Courtney over center ice, gains the zone, and offside the call.
Use that blue line as another defenseman. Good for them.
Hey, take a look at that. We got the power play up and going. Both on our broadcast and on the... So that is going to be Metz in the box. As she took that penalty right about at the 8-minute mark. Michigan penalty to Metz. Now in along the far boards, Michigan trying to fire it ahead. Skinner takes it. Moves it back and along the near boards. Lind trying to get to it. Now here comes Malashevsky. Malashevsky puts it on net. That fired back into the far corner by Hall. Skinner trying to move it away. Held in at the far point. believe that was Ferris, bouncing puck, trying to get back to it. And puck into the near corner. McGough races back to get to it, banks it off the near boards, that back into the neutral zone. Skinner with it at her own blue line. Lindahl providing pressure. And along the near boards is Bassa. Trying to fire it back. Hildebrand had it, but that puck goes all the way back in along the end boards of the Davenport zone. Lindahl trying to pull it away. Lindahl fires it out in front. There's a shot and a save. Oh, Malashevsky, point-blank shot. Hall with the save. Trying to get to Hildebrand. That intercepted. Now coming in with it. Michigan clears. Here comes Ferris. Hildebrand knocks that away from behind. Back into the far corner. Trying to feed it ahead is Retzloff. Held in by Garbady. Garbady, top of the near circle. Now over to McGough at the near point. McGough trying to fire it. That went off of escape. Picked up by Bassa. Bassa trying to move it ahead. And to Retzloff. Davenport goes for a line change, picking
nice
it up.
Pass.
Here comes Garbady, gains his own, top of the near circle.
Shoot through her.
Ooh, puck just lost the handle of it. Courtney trying to set things up for Davenport. Intercepted by Garbady, loose right in front of the Davenport bench. Now sent back to the Michigan
Side's
defense.
wide open over here. There you go.
6:02 left to go. 1-0 Michigan with the lead as that penalty had expired. Gathered up by Lind.
Once again, they didn't get a shot on their power play. That's a good sign. There we go.
In front to
Open
Garbady,
net.
shot and a goal! We'll see, was that Carr who put
That's
it in?
Sam or I'm not sure. No.
I think they're going to say. Is that Cummings again? That would be, use another soccer term, that'd be a brace for Cummings.
Yeah, 27. That's Cummings.
So
That's
Michigan
2.
goal. Here's the replay as we can take a look.
Hard to tell. Sam set it up.
So right out in front, grabbed and
Oh, yeah.
knocked
Cummings
in there.
came
Yeah,
through.
Cummings just came in right back behind. So good opportunity for her. She has 2 goals now. Excellent start to the season for her.
Yeah.
And she has both Michigan goals.
2/3 of the way to a hat trick puck.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I hope I brought enough.
Here comes Hung over
Oh,
center
nice move.
ice.
That's
She
got to
ends
be
up going
something.
down
Oh,
as there's a penalty.
yeah, there's a penalty. That's gonna.
Carr moves it over. Gordon with the shot. Good save by Hall.
They got
Kolwich sets it up.
Emma out of the net, so she got a little workout.
Is Kolwich top of the far circle. Kolwich trying to move it into the far corner. Gordon with it there. Gordon moves it back.
Point. There
now
you go.
Comes high slot for Metz.
She's got a heck of a shot.
Puts it. Oh, it just bounced away from Carr as it went right over her stick. Hung has it in the near corner.
Nice shot.
Davenport just trying to get a stick on it as Metz takes the shot.
She can rip it.
That goes back wide outside the far circle. Carr with it. We know she can score. Kolwich at the far point. Kolwich over to Metz.
Walk
Metz.
in, walk in, walk in.
Top of the near circle. That went off of Osborne's skate. Picked up back behind. Loose. Now Hung.
They're
going
going
to
to
feed
get
it out in front.
2 more minutes after this 2 minutes.
As there's the
They
touch.
touched the ball.
So now Michigan will be on the power play after having a little extended power play work there.
Yes.
4:37 left to go here in the first. Michigan up 2-0.
Good to see Emma get that sweat going, hustling to the bench.
As Courtney asking for a bit of an explanation as she goes over to the penalty box.
Well, it was half an hour ago.
It's hard to remember, indeed. Indeed, this is
What did I do?
Davenport's first penalty here at 4:37. Now remember what I had for breakfast, so I don't blame her at all.
And that penalty box is that door is still impossible to open and close.
It is not easy. No, it is not easy at all.
If I was his coach, I would talk to the refs as much as I could during a game with 9 players.
Yeah. So again, four players on the bench, and that's it for Davenport. So Michigan has how many on the bench?
3. Well, we dressed the legal 22. 3 of them are goalies, but 19.
So a good
3D. I can't imagine a collegiate game with 3D.
And moved over. Carr on the near circle. Carr fires it. It just goes wide, trying to get to Cummings. That back to the far point. Ferris puts it back into the far corner. As
Nice
that was a double minor, as it's 3:36 up on the power plays. I did not notice that. That's probably why she was asking.
Yes.
As Hall saves that blast by Ferris into the far corner. Lindahl back to Ferris at the far point. Ferris comes high slot now over to Carr, top of the near circle. Carr Feeds it over top of the far circle, back
Nice.
to Ferris. Ferris rips one a little high.
Field goal.
Back behind, indeed.
Wow. Is that Katie in the corner? Somebody's getting killed in the corner.
Malashevsky back into the far corner, trying to fire down front. Oh, that just deflected. It's Malashevsky looking for a tip in there, and it just missed the near post. Ferris again puts it in, that tipped, and Michigan player planted in front.
You're getting frustrated.
Is that Cummings? Yeah, I think that was Cummings who ended up getting put down on the ice out in front. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left to go on that power play.
She was getting rocked in the corner by the net. But, you know, she's a key person now. She's our leading scorer.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, and for a very short bench, this Davenport team is playing physical and doing their best to try and keep Michigan from making this a blowout. There's a shot by Farrell, looking her first goal of the season, covered up by Hall, who has been fantastic between the pipes so far.
That's 20 shots.
That is not a bad. We were worried early. It took us a little bit to get our first shot, but we've certainly Michigan has put it on the net after that. Hildebrand trying to take that face-off versus Garbady.
Uh-oh.
Now here comes ahead. Retzloff into the zone. Retzloff takes a shot.
Oh.
That covered up by Johns.
That was tricky. That's that may have been the player with the hands, right?
Yeah.
I thought she was going to get caught, but she was going to walk some people. She's tired.
She's not a very tall player, but she has speed and agility, and she's someone Michigan will have to keep an eye on. Retzloff, number 20.
Yeah, great hands.
Garbady taking the face-off versus Bassa. Puck into the near corner for McGough. McGough comes back behind Johns. Bassa providing pressure. Farrell has it in along the near boards. Farrell all the way across, now coming ahead with it. Here comes McGough. McGough over center ice. McGough comes in along the near boards now, gains the zone, top of the near circle. McGough shot there. Good defense. Knocked away by Lind, who also is a goalkeeper, playing out today.
Oh, reverse.
Hung back behind. Hung puts it outside the far circle for Demotica. Now at the blue line, McGough. McGough. Top of the near circle for Farrell. Farrell coming in. Oh, trying to get the top right-hand corner. And it just missed by not
Izzy
much.
can fire it.
Over. Here comes Farrell. Farrell comes back outside the near circle. Farrell back to the near point. Feeds it
Close.
over.
She's in
Out
close.
in front. Hung trying to deflect that. Now Kulinich fires it all the way around. Picked up by Michigan. Farrell has it at the near point. Farrell feeds it outside the near circle. Gathered up. Fired all the way across by Garbady. McGough with a shot that knocked away by Kulinich.
Oh, what a
shot.
save.
And I don't know. I mean, she was screened out there.
She's good.
Is Demotica having some words?
Izzy's going to talk.
And she did not appreciate the push afterwards, and that's some action around the goalkeeper. So, of course, Davenport's going to do a little shoving and pushing around their goalkeeper to keep her safe.
I can guarantee you that the players on the power play especially are focused on doing better than they did during our downtime last year with the poor power play. They are taking it personal and trying to. So this is a double minor. They really want to get a tally in here.
1 minute, 32 seconds left to go on that power play as trying to pull it away. Retzloff again, really trying to. She is a skilled player. That coming over top of the near circle here.
Nice pass.
In.
Oh, that was a great pass for a tip.
Lindahl has it underneath the near circle, feeds it around Lindahl, trying to get it back on. Give and go, covered up. As Cummings trying to set up Lindahl. And Hall able to get her glove on it. 1:13 left to go in this power play. 1:50 left to go here in the first. Malashevsky in to take the face-off versus Hildebrand. Back top of that far circle, tipped out in front. That goes outside the near circle. Gathered up there. Carr gets it high slot for Ferris. Carr gets it back on the near circle, trying to get it to Cummings. Looking for the hat trick. Good job by Ferris to hold it in at the far point.
Good quickness.
Here comes
Length.
Malashevsky, sends
Give
it
and
right
go.
back behind. And gathered up by Lindahl. Lindahl into the near corner. Lindahl, you know it's only time before she scores. High slot. Ferris fires it, and there's a glove save by Hall. They are protecting the front of that net. Malashevsky again feeling the defense trying to clear that front of the net for him.
Well, they're only going to have to clean one end of the ice today.
43 seconds left to go. Michigan has absolutely had the majority of play down in the Davenport zone, but Davenport has kept it.
Very close.
Yeah, they've kept it to a 2-goal game.
If they could come in here with that number of players and walk out of here, especially with a double minor at one point, 2-0, I would take it in the hand.
There's Retzloff trying to get around, collision there, trying to get back to it at the far point.
Somebody needs to go to the net. There's my
moving
goodness.
over. Here comes Schwab with the shot. Now Bobby fires it in, and Bobby. As it was a good job by Hull to get to it, but it bounced off of her leg up and over, and Bobby gets the power play tally there.
Yeah, and she's a real team favorite. She's a character. I call her Ricky Bobby. That's good for her. And that gets them that point in that power play,
there,
which they were looking
up,
for.
And it just hops right over that pad and in. And fantastic job.
I actually thought it might have hit the glove. Well,
it might have.
I mean, their goalie's got to be tired.
Oh, yeah, facing a lot of different shots here as the power play should be complete. And puck back to the blue line. Ceballos has it. Ceballos trying to fire it in. Dilla tipping it. Dilla trying to get it back. Loose out in front. Good job by Davenport to clear the zone. Secreto tried to get to it. Now bringing it in is Courtney, top of the far circle. Courtney
got to have a shot.
Fires it. That goes right through the crease. Swiped right back out into the neutral zone. Lind trying to fire it back deep. Lind again grabbing it right at center ice. She puts it back as 22 seconds left to go. 3-0, Michigan with the lead. Puck in along the near boards. Pulled back by Secreto. Secreto on the near circle of her own zone. 11 seconds left to go. Michigan seems like they're going to be happy just to take a 3-0 lead into the intermission, which isn't a bad thing.
No.
Skinner trying to fire it ahead. 2-1. And it is the first intermission. 3-0. Michigan has the lead over Davenport. What'd you think of that first quarter? Just a football game.
First third?
First period. It's the problem with doing so many different sports in the fall.
You throw me off. Well, we shook off some rust. We had some first time playing it. Yost can be a little overwhelming.
Yes.
I thought we did that. And, we played it in the end, their end. We had 24 shots on net, but we ended up with 3. So we got the shots we needed, and we got some tallies. I mean, we're going to the net. It looks like we're battling, staying out of the box. I mean, it's going to get physical. I wouldn't be upset about that.
And it's amazing. I will give Davenport, they're playing with a very small bench, but they're playing physical.
Yeah.
And that's got to be exhausting. I don't know how many orange slices they have to have back in the locker room to get them going, or energy drinks or whatnot. But I'm tired for them just calling the game up here. So.
Right. Yeah.
Michigan doing a good job taking advantage. 3-0 as we'll step away. We'll play a little bit of the Michigan Marching Band, and then we'll come back, and I'll see if I can find you a ACHA intermission scoreboard reports. As it is 3-0 here at the first intermission. Let's do a little ACHA scoreboard report. We can go all the way back to Friday, September 12th, where it was Minnesota beating Davenport 4-0, as well as Midland University putting on University of Jamestown 5-1. Saturday the 13th, it was simply the Minnesota versus Davenport game. Minnesota winning that one 5-1. Taking a look as we travel on. Yesterday contests. No score report between Grand Canyon and University of Wyoming. Then it was at the Centene Community Ice Center, as we've been there. That was Lindenwood falling to Midland 10-0. So Midland beating Lindenwood at their home rink. No score reported between Michigan State and Eastern Michigan. That was at the Arctic Edge of Canton at 8:35. It was a final as University of Colorado 8-0 over University of Denver. And then no score reported between Grand Valley State and Miami University. That was at 8:45. Other games happening today. Penn State hosting Massachusetts Amherst. Michigan State again hosting Eastern Michigan University. That was a 1:30 puck drop. That up at Munn Ice Arena. At Taffy Able Arena, it is Lake Superior State hosting Minnesota. Grand Canyon hosts Wyoming. Lindenwood hosts Midland, trying to get the split there. And Miami hosting Grand Valley State University. That is your intermission scoreboard report. Nothing too unsurprised in that scoreboard report. I don't think it all seems fairly chalk at this point.
Just coming back from 10-0 and trying to take the second one, that's going to be a trick.
I said they're trying. I did not.
You did say they're trying. You're not saying they're gonna. What's the over/under? I mean, oh my.
The ACHA site is one of the only sports sites that doesn't have the betting line at this point.
Good for them. I'm a little tired of all the betting.
Yeah. It feels. I will say it feels really darn weird to watch like the Pistons or the Red Wings on FanDuel Network. It's just odd, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Never been my cup of tea, but that's all right. I can't figure it out without a line. Who's going to win? Let alone you put a line in it, I'm lost.
Like Coach Jenny says, when she puts quarters into a washing machine, at least she gets clean laundry when she does that. She puts it into a slot machine and she doesn't get anything.
As we're coming back, Davenport and Michigan both around their coaching staffs across the way. And we appreciate Davenport coming all this way after going to Minnesota. A little shorter trip this way, but still, we appreciate them coming down for a game.
And I was just that way last weekend. The construction is unbelievable. I'm sure it took them much longer than they would normally have had to do with the road work.
Oh, you want to pull up the next 5 games? Let's take a look at that right before we get going. I meant to mention that in the it is a lot of action here at Yost. As September 25th, Michigan State in here. Thursday at 8:30. Then the next Thursday, October 12th, this Davenport team returns for an 8 p.m. game. October 9th, it is a Thursday as Aquinas comes in. We haven't seen them in a few years. That's going to be at 8:30. November 6th, it's Adrian here. That's a 9 o'clock game. Then finally, we're over at Miami of Ohio at 3:30. So appreciate that.
Notice that we don't have many weekend series.
No, we
working
do not
around
at this
working
point.
around the varsity men's team.
So obviously they get first pick as the NCAA D1 team. Puck in along the near boards is trying to fire it ahead. Ferris.
I like the way our team gets a few games at Yost under their belt before they take the big trips.
It is nice as coming over. Here comes Farrell. Farrell trying to feed it ahead. Sometimes those trips early on in the season do give you a chance to team build. Is that off the side? Lindahl, and then another shot. Did it go in?
That went in.
That's Farrell with her first goal.
Well, there's a puck, folks.
There's a puck, as I believe that was Farrell who put it in. We'll see if she skates. Yep, it is Farrell. As she got that, Lindahl fired it right off of the side of the net. Farrell put it in, so it should be Farrell from Lindahl.
Not too surprised
Here's
about
the
that.
replay. Has brought it ahead.
Which is funny because she has such a huge shot and she got it from 4 inches.
And
a little
there,
further than
just
that.
right off.
Yeah, that was a hard shot.
That at 19:35, so Michigan continues as they make it 4-0, as that's Farrell's first goal as a Michigan player. He's a graduate student, so appreciate that experience. Again, as Coach said, from Miami University.
Wet ice back there.
Comes back in along the near boards. Here comes Farrell. Farrell trying to fire it across, intercepted, coming in.
Ooh, nice
that's
block.
Bassa.
Nice
There's
block.
Hildebrand with a shot. Couple huge defensive blocks by Michigan. Ooh, that deflects right through the crease. As Michigan's defense coming up big versus, and that's another giveaway.
Another
Bassa.
block.
Boy, McGough getting in the way of that. As that puck off of a skate comes back onto the far circle. And pulled away. Here comes Malashevsky back behind the goal. Malashevsky coming in along the near boards. Malashevsky feeds it, trying to get to Farrell. That intercepted by Skinner. Skinner across ice. That tipped. Cummings holds it in. Cummings outside the far circle. Cummings trying to battle into the far corner. She goes back behind the goal. Cummings underneath the near circle. Now she'll drop pass back into that near corner. Gathered up there by Callis. Callis. Top of the near circle. Callis. High slot for Metz, who fires it just wide to the far side. Gathered up there. from back behind. Metz again gets it high slot, moves it over top of the near circle to Kolwich. Back to Metz. Oh, that one wouldn't settle down. Metz.
Smart play.
Ricochets it off the far circle, trying to get it away from Osborne. Now, Kulinich trying to pull that away. Cummings into the near circle. Cummings trying to send it back to Kolwich. Kolwich at the near point. Kolwich goes high slot. Now Kolwich trying to drop it. Ooh, that could have been disaster. Moved back by Metz outside the far circle. Kolwich picks it up there. Kolwich sends it right across, and that deflects. Grabbed by Hall.
It's like they're working on their power play, not getting the shots they'd like.
17:47 left to go here in the second. 4-0 Michigan with the lead as Michigan will go on the penalty kill. Into the box goes Callis.
A slash.
Does look like a slash.
Thank
indeed.
goodness for our cameraman giving us the signals, because I missed that doing a first puck. I apologize.
It's Callis in the box for the first time as a Michigan player. Face off as that puck grabbed away and fired. Held in by Skinner. Good job by Skinner. She puts it outside the near circle as Bassa moves it high slot for Lund. Now coming in, that banked off of the near boards and out all the way down the ice. Good job to clear it by Michigan. 1 minute 43 seconds left to go here.
That's
in that power play. Oh boy, wraparound shot out there by Bobby. She's trying to get a shorthanded goal. That would be demoralizing to Davenport. That intercepted right in along the near boards. Skinner fires it ahead to Bassa. Bassa over center. Bassa coming down the far boards. She tries to get
Another
a shot
block.
away. That block tipped. Many block shots. That's loose out
oh.
in front. Coming in
Off
That's
the
a
pipe.
shot. Bassa hits it
Oh,
off of the
wide open in
post.
front.
Good job by Bobby to poke that away. Now fired all the way down by Michigan.
All that action, and there wasn't a shot on net. Wow.
As Secreto able to clear it all the way down the ice. Again, a huge poke by Bobby to steal it away. Now fired all the way down the far boards as here comes Retzloff. Picked up, trying to bring it in is Osborne in along the far boards. Secreto trying to pull that away. Secreto moves it down the near boards. Gathered up, here comes Gordon. Gordon has it outside the near circle. She fires it right back behind the goal into the far corner. Lind has it there. Now Hung has it outside the far circle. Hung
Power play.
right back behind the goal. Skinner gathers it up. Skinner sends it down the near boards. Right back into the neutral zone. Ferris controls. Ferris fires it in. 21 seconds left to go on the Panthers power play. This is Retzloff trying to bring it into the zone. Gordon has a collision with Retzloff. No hands raised.
Well, she checked her stick, but she went down there tired.
Retzloff brings it in. High slot as that puck
Michigan's
into
even
the
up.
far corner. Michigan back to full strength. Callis out of the box, coming in along the near boards. Racing ahead with it. Here comes McGough. McGough has a head of steam. McGough coming top of the far circle. Shot there. Hall with the save. McGough following it up. She makes a couple pushes in the back. They did not appreciate that. But that's, by the way, folks, that's a defender who just smoked all the way down the ice.
Yeah, and got a hard shot. She lands in a poor disposition where she ends up. She was right there on the doorstep.
Courtney in to take the face-off versus Malashevsky. Lindahl to the left.
I love the way she plays.
Over to the right is Farrell. 15:33 left to go here
look at that
in
reach.
the second. Good job by Metz to hold it in.
Nice.
All the way across to Lindahl.
Yep,
There's a
quick
shot by Farrell as it kind of bounced away from Lindahl, but right to Farrell, who took a blast. Hall continues to be impressive. How many shots on goal in the first?
24. 5 already.
And they had one.
Yes.
That is
There's
tough sledding
there's
by
a-
Hall. Hall again is saved.
Ooh, that puck was still alive.
I think from the corner, it looked like she had gotten it, but yeah, it squirted out to the near side.
Well, you know, they're going to give them the calls now. I mean, penalties, quick whistles. It's obvious it's
hard as an official not to look at the disparity of the benches and not tilt the ice a little bit.
And this poor skater is working her tail off, and, you know, we've got everybody back.
Here comes Kolwich underneath the near circle. Kolwich feeds ahead to Farrell. Farrell one touches it over to Malashevsky. Malashevsky
Right
sends
between.
it ahead. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl gets back behind. Puck lifted, puts it in. Her stick was lifted and she came back, got it back on the backhand and fired it in.
That was a patented Lindahl move.
Oh my gosh, it was really good defense, but man.
Good defense and a great goalie. She sold that like she had nowhere to go, but she's got such quick hands. She brought it across. That is such a Julia goal. And she splits them.
In, lifts
right
the stick
there.
right there, but gets back to it and fires it in.
That's on her backhand.
That is unbelievable. This Michigan team has been really good at the backhand for a while, but you knew it was only a matter of time before Lindahl put one in, and that makes it 5-0.
Well, they're maximizing the shots now.
At least at this point, as Garbady has it outside the far circle, the offense does appear to be humming. It was tough in the early going last season. Yeah. Sacredo racing back to get it away from Hildebrand. Sacredo puts it into the far corner. Now here comes Garbady.
Look her off.
Garbady trying to keep that away. Poke checked away from her. Picked up now. Sent ahead to Cummings. Cummings tips it in. Garbady racing back to get to it. Skinner has it in along the near boards. Gathered up there. Cummings gets it right back.
Nice
Give and going.
give
Cummings
and
trudging
go.
for the hat trick.
What a beautiful give and go.
Oh, Hill with a fantastic save on what was a very high scoring opportunity.
It's good hockey intelligence. She saw that coming.
Now fired ahead by Hildebrand. Tipped right back. Sacredo has it in her own zone. Sacredo banks it off the near board ahead to Cummings. Cummings racing ahead with it. Cummings
Cadence
gets
is
it
so
over to Hung.
steady.
Hung. She couldn't get everything on it, but she chases it back outside the far circle. And gathered up. Here comes Davenport. Bassa. Over center ice. Bassa racing down the near boards. Bassa.
We got a penalty?
Yeah, it looks like we have a penalty upcoming to Michigan as that touched up by Sacredo and now put Michigan into the box. As looking, I don't know what the circle motion means.
No, that's Joe giving a circle motion, which means she wasn't playing her position or what?
I don't know. I've never seen that particular.
Now they're going to the bench. Talking to Bill.
He was talking about a little
Sam's
mixology or
up.
something. Just looking for a hand signal, folks.
Yeah, love to see a hand signal somewhere, guys.
High five is apparently.
Yeah, he's holding for the face-off.
Okay. Penalty.
I did not see a thing. It had to be away from the puck. It's Sam I think it's Sam in the box.
Yes, it is Carr in the box. So Michigan penalty there. 1:54 left to go as that's sent all the way back into the Davenport end. Kulinich trying to pull it away now.
Send Manami in there. She'll work her up. They're going to get one for cross check from behind.
That is indeed a cross check. I saw that one.
Nice of them to give us a signal because I've never seen the spin of the finger.
I'm sure he said something. They just didn't. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah. I used to referee. I didn't see anything there. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Kulinich into the box.
Okay, so we're going to play 4-on-4. Lots of open ice, and they're tired, so this can go either way.
1 minute 43 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Puck in along the near boards. Skinner trying to fire it ahead. That puck back into the neutral zone. Goff. McGough gets it in along the near boards. Here comes Ferris. Ferris all the way back to McGough. McGough over on blue line down the far boards. McGough gets a screen basically from Hung. Gets it back to Hung. Top of the far circle. Fires it in. That deflected in along the near boards. Gordon paid the price for being out in front.
Yes, she did.
Puck in along the far boards. Gathered up. Courtney fires it right back behind her own goal. Skinner.
But she's used to it. I'll tell you that. She's tough.
They have fired off of Hung. Picked up. Outside the near circle, trying to set it up.
Our foot speed here is killing us.
Gets it right back over to Bobby with a high shot. That puck back to the near point. Gathered up by Kolwich. That shot was
nice play to keep it alive.
Banked right back out into the neutral zone. Fired all the way down by Osborne. Gathered up there by Metz. 50 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Spinning with it. Dilla feeds it. Coming in with it, it's Bobby. Bobby drop pass to Dilla, who fires it, and that's saved by Hall.
What a nice play. She drew everybody over and laid it back.
And Hall's going to wear that glove out today.
Yes, she is. And you know there's nobody back checking when there are only 4 of them, so backing into their zone, that's a nice play.
38 seconds left to go here. Malashevsky in to take the face off versus Retzloff. Kolwich gets it onto near circle. That fired ahead, trying to tip it was Lindahl looking for number 2 for her.
Emily put it right on her tape.
That'll bring it right back to the near face-off circle. Malashevsky there, that to Halls.
Mark, we are seeing another fantastic goalie.
We are, and we bring it out of them. Even though it's 5-0, Hall has really played her guts out. Here
At
comes
least
Lindahl.
we're taking shots.
We are. All the way back. Kolwich races back to get it. Is Retzloff right on her backside. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl
You're
over
not
on
going to
blue
win
line.
this race.
Lindahl gets past Hansen. Lindahl onto the far circle. Over to Malashevsky. It just took a bounce she didn't expect. Now coming in. Here comes Metz. Metz with the shot. Over
That's
to
a
Kolwich.
hard shot.
Kolwich takes a shot. That deflected by Skinner. Good block by Skinner. Here comes Malashevsky into the near circle.
Brooke has a hard shot.
At back, Metz in the slot. Shot there. That got deflected. Another shot. Oh, that went wide outside the near circle. Kolwich gathers it up top of the near circle. Kolwich spins with it.
Back. There you
He
go.
moves it as that's grabbed by Lindahl. Lindahl comes
perfect.
into the slot over.
Oh.
That shot was blocked back there by Hildebrand. Staying with it is Lindahl. Big
Where is
shot.
it? Oh, okay. Upstairs. I don't know if I hit a goalie or not.
Delay of game is the penalty that was the spinning circle.
It was?
That is what I've just been told by my lovely wife who looked it up.
Really?
So
I had not seen.
the power of Google, and I have not seen that. So my wife, thankfully, she runs camera and puts up with me. She's a saint.
And, you know, delay a game. I thought he was signaling to another ref. Where was there? How did they get a delay a game on that?
I don't know.
Where was the delay? What did she do?
Was it one of those things where somehow it got, but it didn't get hit out of play? I don't know.
Oh, she didn't shoot it. They're not playing it so that if you shoot it in the player's box, it's a delay.
I don't think so, but Sacredo has it on the near circle.
My.
Sacredo walking.
Oh,
in.
off
And
the
it's a
pipe.
goal!
Off the pipe.
Score by Michigan. Was that Sacredo who put it in, or?
Yes, Cadence. Yep.
So Sacredo.
Her first goal.
First goal. Yeah, I didn't think she had one last season. So
My goodness, I hope I have enough pucks.
here's the replay. As you can see it into the near corner. Sends it back. And
nice
just
move.
skates in and fires it. Catches that post. And that is 11-0. And again, this Davenport team, I want to give them credit. They're playing hard with a really short bench.
Yep.
But they are a little outmanned today. Michigan can't give them any sort of momentum into the far corner. As Cummings trying to pull it away, she had the first 2 goals of the season, so she's been on fire soon. Sacredo, who just scored, puts it back deep into the far corner. That got caught in official skates and picked up. Back into the far corner, slips right back behind the goal. Gathering it back there. Puck all the way back to Sacredo. Sacredo, top of the near circle. Sacredo gets it back.
Oh,
Is that off of a skate picked up by Cummings
She had
outside
the open
far
edge.
circle. Trying to get to it. Garbady into the far corner. Garbady trying to dig it out of there. Garbady, that backhanded right back behind the goal into the near corner. Racing over to get to it. Here comes Sacredo outside the near circle, battling a pair of Davenport players. Kulinich in there trying to pull that away, as well as Osborne. Sacredo gets it back.
Oh, tough pass.
Callis moves it over. Now Dilla firing it right back behind the goal, picking up Garbady underneath the near circle. She fires it right back onto the far circle, picked up by Farrell. Farrell moving around with it. Farrell sends it back, and that intercepted, trying to get it back to the point. And sent deep by Bassa.
Just tired.
Chasing it into the near corner. Here comes Ferris. Ferris moves it ahead to Farrell. Farrell through the neutral zone.
Head
Farrell
up. Head up.
through center. Now trying to get to it is Schwab. That's sent right back into the neutral zone.
Too close, guys.
As trying to pull that away, Ceballos. Ceballos moves it ahead down the far boards. As that's put back deep by Demotica. All the way back in along the near boards, right back to the near point. Here comes Schwab. Schwab high slot. Schwab walking in, shot there. Hall with the save. That deflects onto the far circle.
Good job by Kiro. She
Hildebrand knocks it away. Gotten back by Michigan. That deflected by Skinner, but right into Hall's glove. 9:08 left to go here in the second. 6-0, Michigan with the lead over Davenport. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Appreciate you folks being with us, whichever team you're cheering for. Very grateful of your support of these both fantastic teams. And puck over. DeMonica gets it back to the near point. Now back into the near corner for Farrell. Gathered up. Trying to come in. Schwab, that deflected out in front, back outside the far
Like
circle.
the way she took it to the hole.
McGough
Nice
with
save.
a shot that all saved. Ferris trying to peel that away, but the puck back into the neutral zone.
Good hustle.
Job to pull it away by McGough.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's got her patented Mohawk move, too.
Here comes Ferris down the near board. She's into the zone. Ferris on the near circle. Ferris feeds it right across. Can't get a stick on it, though.
There's no dumping it in. I love this. They're taking it right to the net.
There's McGough with his shot. That deflects off of Hanson. McGough picks it up outside the far circle.
McGough wants one here.
She's back.
Oh.
Fires his backhands it, but nobody home in the center.
That was her spot. Somebody didn't cover for her.
Colwich getting back. Now moving it ahead. Here
Nice.
comes Carr. Carr trying to get it over.
Way to see Sam
Demotica
move it up.
into the far corner.
Ooh.
Demotica chasing it. That pulled away by Skinner. Skinner into the near boards. We've heard Skinner's name a lot today. Colwich
Back door.
moves it over
Nice.
to Carr. Wouldn't settle down for Carr. She has it onto the far circle. Carr double teamed.
Oh, nice cycle.
All the way back to the far point to Metz. Metz
Oh,
walking her way in.
can't
Metz
let
with
her
a
shoot
shot.
from there.
Oh, that deflected off to the near side. Hung looking for a rebound. Colwich has it at the near point. Colwich back to Metz. Metz moves it onto the far circle. That right through the crease. Colwich gets it back because they're in a bit of a shooting gallery option right now.
You watch the poor goalie. She's got to be in a crouch and ready the whole time. That was an active stick that knocked that down and out of the way.
Colwich has it in along the near boards, trying to come in his car. Carr ridden off the puck, but held in by Colwich, top of the near circle. Colwich fires it. Love to see Carr get things going early in the season as well.
Kara going for that back corner. She had it.
Coming in.
There it is.
Shot it in Carr with a goal.
All you got to do is have Mark call it up.
Oh, boy, if only that's the way it worked. I would. Yeah, it would make me a happy person as.
Who got rat? Is that Ava? Yeah, Ava.
Ava hung down. She pops up. She's all right. So Carr with the goal. Michigan goal here at 7:05.
We got a trainer. That's great news. We haven't had any for practice, but we really appreciate having them here.
Here's the replay. As
Apparently,
you
we're going to get one come
get it
winter.
over to her. Carr on that far circle and just rifles it
Right
in.
through. Oh, she got kind of a falling down cross check to the ear.
That cannot feel good. All the way into the far corner, trying to pull that away. Michigan has it deep in the Davenport end as
They're tired. They're trying to body
Kulinich
us.
trying to pull that away. Schwab sends it right back to Dilla. Dilla back
Oh!
into the far corner. A shot and a good save by Hall.
What a great pass.
Secreto has it, top of the near circle, puts it into the near corner. That pulled away. Dilla sends it right back behind. Bobby trying to pull it away from Kulinich. Outside the far circle, here comes Bassa. Bassa fires it all
That
the way
might
down.
have been a slew foot there. Oh, high stick.
High sticking the call. As into the box. Not that box, the other box. There you go. They can't hear me, but I'm going to tell them anyway. First
Go
time
to the
they've been
box
here.
with a bad door.
So Skinner comes in, yeah. I think someone's actually opening up for them, so that's huge.
Well, it's not closed now, I can tell you. She
Yeah.
thinks it is, but it isn't.
Yeah, that needs to be closed before someone hits it and gets hurt.
Yeah.
I wish I had a text for someone
I
down
can't.
there.
Oh, she's found it. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Oh, really appreciate Skinner seeing that. Appreciate that because you don't want anyone injured out here.
It's sad when they're taking penalties just to get a rest.
Lindahl feeds it over on the far circle. That one, his car was looking for her second goal. Malashevsky takes it top of the far circle. High slot. Ferris moves it over onto the near circle. Lindahl with a shot. That's a blocker saved by Hall. Lindahl into the near corner, gets it back to Cummings. Cummings with a shot, and Hall gathers it up into the body, covers it up. Michigan continues to put a lot of shots on goal. 140 on the power play. 7-0 Michigan with the lead. 6:06 left to go here in the second. Malashevsky again in to take the faceoff versus Hildebrand on the other side. Carr to her right, Cummings to her left, Lindahl and Ferris. The defenders out there on the power play. Carr has it outside the near circle. Carr skates in with it. Carr. That gets loose.
See, They're not calling plays like that. That was a total trip.
And Malashevsky back to Lindahl. High slot, now back to Lindahl. Lindahl moves it over. Carr with the shot and a goal. Carr with her second goal.
See, quick release. Wow. Just a quick release, nice pass across. The poor goalie is just gassed.
She has been playing her guts out. This entire Davenport team, they've been playing really, really hard. And
yeah, I admire them.
I can't give them enough credit. I know it's 8-0, but that doesn't mean they haven't been playing their guts out. I'm happy they have a team when they have that small a bench. So we've lost Concordia. Siena Heights was going to take over for them. They're gone.
Yep.
I don't want to see any other teams go. So they're over on the west side of the state. Davenport has a women's ACHA D1 hockey team, folks. Coming in, that back behind. They've had it for a while, too. Back to the near point. Ferris has it. Ferris moves it all the way top of the far circle. There's a shot. Good save by Hall. Ferris moves it back outside the near circle. Working her way over. Cummings looking for her third goal. There's a blast by McGough. That went off of a skate. That couldn't have felt good.
That's not going to be. That's
going to leave a mark. Still out there. She took it right off of her foot, but she's still skating. She's a tough player. Drop pass over to Ferris. Ferris all the way over to McGough. Top of the far circle, McGough. Feeds it right back behind the goal. Looking for Callis. That comes outside the near circle. Cummings back into the neutral zone. Michigan will have to touch up with 25 seconds left on this power play.
20's hurt. She's coming off.
So Retzloff coming off. We hope she's all right because they don't have a lot of players to.
No, and she was
out in front.
Workhorse.
Save there by Hall. 12 seconds left on the power play. Right, they scored. Duh. Sorry, I'm just looking at it up there. My director's more on top of it than I am. Sorry, I just looked up at the scoreboard and it has it up there. Thank you to Mike for letting me know. Yes, they did score. So that was the power play goal. And it is 5-on-5. So look, as long as the officials and the skaters know what's going on, don't listen to me. That puck all the way back into the near corner. Carr trying to shake herself free as she's back there battling with Osborne. Puck outside the near circle. Osborne still trying to get to that. Skinner over there as well. Kolwich puts it back into the near corner for Gordon. Trying to peel herself away.
They're going to let him slash. It's going to be a game of lacrosse now because it's a little bit of a lopsided
Metz
victory.
with a shot. That went off of Hung. Metz gets it back. Now here comes Kolwich. Outside. Fires it back in along the end boards. Hung has it there. Hung trying to fire it back. That intercepted by Osborne. Osborne whips it all the way around the far boards. Rims it all the way back.
Better than that.
Carr gets it back over there.
Uh-oh. Here comes a rip.
Coming in. Carr shoots it. That got deflected out in front. Puck loose. Hung gets it away. Gets it back to Metz. Metz firing it over. That puck.
With Metz's shot, I'm going to predict she scores from the point this year.
Kolwich trying to get to it. That is a pretty safe bet. As Carr, coming in. Some
there, wide open.
Handling to Hung, and what a save by Metz.
Save.
Point blank.
Ava
Hall
gonna want that one back.
Steals one away from
Not
Hung.
her fault though.
No.
What a great goalie move. Flash the Glether.
I know it's hard to say when it's 8-0, but Hall has played her guts out. There's another shot. That one deflects back into the near corner.
Well, if you had to name an MVP of this game, I mean, sure, we've got people with 2 goals, but this goalie has saved almost 50 shots in two periods.
All the way back. I'm wondering if St. Pierre's having some flashbacks on the bench now.
I was thinking the exact same thing. We could almost get to 96.
DeMonica coming away. DeMonica gains the zone. DeMonica outside the far circle. DeMonica fires it. That a shot in Bobby. Again, Hall with a fantastic save on a one-timer by Bobby.
She's anticipating. She is doing a nice job of anticipating.
Skips past Secreto. Secreto race back to get it. Secreto moves it over to Ceballos. Good job to
so solid.
Retzloff back there, by the way, back out on the ice.
Passing.
So Retzloff tough.
Trying
to work her way in is Bobby fires and Hall with another save.
Jeez, pizza.
She's taken about 3 or 4 away from Bobby, which would otherwise have been in there.
I hope she's going to get an IV between periods.
Man, oh man, she has been working hard. 2:18 left to go before the second intermission. 8-0 Michigan with the lead. Face-off. The Hall's left in the far face-off circle. Courtney in to take the face-off. Dilla on the other side. Puck controlled as Demotica puts it right back behind. Dilla has it there, moves it over. Outside the near circle. Back to the near point. Over to Secreto. Secreto. Back to Dilla. Outside the near circle. That move back into the near corner. Gathered up there. Work your way all the way around. That deflects off the far board. Good job to get a stick on it back there by Bassa to get it back into the neutral zone. Plucked up by Lynn. Intercepted. Here comes Michigan coming in. Back behind the goal. Wraparound attempt. And Hall covers it up. As Dilla trying to get a good opportunity, she just stole that puck away and moved in. Hall gets another save. 1:40 left to go here. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Malashevsky in to take the face-off. Lindahl to her left. Farrell to her right.
Under 2 minutes.
As in to take that face-off is going to be Hildebrand on the other side. Lindahl gets it into the slot and loses an edge. Backhanded shot by Farrell. That wouldn't go in all the way back to the blue line. Grabbed there by McGough. McGough puts it outside the far circle for Farrell, then gets it back. McGough, high slot, fires it out. That went off of Hildebrand. Osborne trying to get to it, but McGough gets to it first. McGough feeds it. Back behind the goal, underneath the near circle. Now coming over to it is Ferris. Ferris trying to hold it in. Ferris puts it into the near corner. Malashevsky gathers it up from there.
No, backhand. I thought she was going to lay it out in front.
Now Lindahl back to the near point for Ferris. Ferris back to Lindahl. Lindahl tries a quick shot. That deflected away.
They are trying to move it around to people.
As this Davenport team has had a lot of block shots, they're gonna need a ice bath after this.
Yeah.
McGough gets it outside the far circle. Still battling back over there is Malashevsky, trying to dig it out of the boards.
She resisted using her hands.
Now Lindahl trying to get away from Osborne.
Sticks are coming high.
Coming with the stick around Lindahl. Lindahl comes back outside the far circle. That over to McGough. McGough trying to fire it, trying to flick it out in
what
front.
a tip.
Callison.
Nice tip.
In.
I think that was Emily who tipped that.
Is it Malashevsky who put it in?
Yeah, because it was a shot from McGough right on her tape. Yep.
Let's see the replay here.
See if the old coach has still got the eyes.
Back around.
Look at Emily's stick right there. Bingo.
Tipped in there. Malashevsky. That is her first goal of the season. That at 28 seconds, or 28.5 seconds left. 9-0 Michigan with the lead. This is a tired Davenport team that continues to play very,
oh
very
my
hard.
God. Are you kidding me?
Is that their first shot on goal for the period?
Yes.
They get one shot on goal. They now have 2 shots on goal, which not for lack of trying.
No.
Not picking on Davenport that way. They
no. No.
They're playing a team with a lot more players out there, and Michigan's taking it to them. Bringing it in, that fired Hall with another save. And at the end of 2, boy, folks, it is 9-0 Michigan with the lead. Davenport, they're probably taking deep gasps out there.
No, they should have oxygen and IVs.
Yeah, no kidding. As we will, how many shots on goal for
20,
Michigan now?
24 for Michigan, 1 for them. So total 20, excuse me, 48 to 2.
48 to 2 is the shots on goal. That is.
Sorry that was so hard to get out, but I don't think I've ever said those numbers before.
I know. It's difficult, and like I said, we are by no means making fun of Davenport. We're just saying it is a.
Have we got a lineup at the?
I don't know.
Trainer?
Michigan was talking things over.
Okay.
Again, Davenport's playing hard. They're understaffed and they're playing really hard. Like I said, Retzloff looked like she was injured. She came right back out there as soon as she could. So we hope all the Davenport players are all right. Bassa in there talking as Hung is back there being looked at by the trainer. And Bassa back there talking to the trainer as well. So
Bassa blocked that shot. Hung got the cross check to the ear neck.
So we're hoping they're both okay. Hildebrand over there checking and making sure. So we don't want any of these fantastic players to be injured. So now both the Davenport players head over to the locker room, and looks like Hung will be seeking and dealing some attention from the trainer during the break. So we'll hope that she's all right. Any thoughts on that period there, Coach?
Well, yeah, I mean, 24 shots. Their goalie is outstanding.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Emma because she's not seeing much action, but you know, it's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I think we're doing a nice job of trying to find the open man at this point, and we need a sound victory for our rankings. It'll be interesting to see how we come out in this period. I mean, they're playing well enough to get some goals. That's not what we want to have happen. At the same time, we don't want to make this embarrassing.
Yeah,
So,
you want to continue to work hard. You want to continue to build on your teamwork, but
no bad habits.
yeah. You don't necessarily want to get some bad habits based on a game.
Make
like
sure
this.
everybody gets ice time. That everybody's, and I think that's been happening. So it'll be interesting to see. This is a telling moment early in the season. You don't want to you take the dogs off sicking somebody, but at the same time, you want to be a good sportsman. So.
Yeah, absolutely. There's. I mean, the goals after this, they're well earned, but
right. Yeah.
It gets a little crazy.
Yep.
So we'll step away. We'll play a little bit of the Michigan Marching Band. I'll see if I can't find the Michigan scoreboard report. I do know, close your ears if you recorded the football game and didn't watch it. I did, but I'll still watch it afterwards. As Michigan won by a field goal to beat Nebraska. Eastern Michigan won as well by a field goal.
And
so.
the Badgers get embarrassingly beat at home.
Yeah, so I can do a Big Ten football scoreboard report right now. Hopefully, again, not spoiling anything from any of you. So if you need to stick your fingers in your ears and go la la la. Michigan 30, Nebraska 27. Currently in the third, it is Notre Dame 56 and Purdue 23. CJ Carr, local kid, obviously, playing quarterback for him. I got to call him several times against against Pioneer, and none of it was fun. And by the way, his brother Tommy may well be better. He just broke a MHSAA record versus Dexter this last weekend. Washington versus Washington State, the Apple Cup, that's at 11:28 in the first, scoreless so far. Coming up, Indiana versus Illinois at 7:30. Michigan versus at USC at 11 o'clock. Finals, unfortunately, Coach Ned's Wisconsin team hosting Maryland. Maryland won that one 27-10. Oregon really put it on Oregon State 41-7. And of course, Friday it was Iowa beating Rutgers by a score of 38-28. And just a little bit more MAC action here as Eastern Michigan again finally gets on the win side of things, 34-31. Homecoming versus the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. At halftime, Akron hosting. Oh gosh, why am I having issues with that? Duchesne, sorry. That's 38-0 at halftime. Finals, Louisville beat Bowling Green 40-17. It was UNLV beating Miami University of Ohio. That 41-38. It was Central Michigan over Wagner 49-10. Troy beat Buffalo 21-17. Florida State put it on Kent State 66-10, but sure Kent State walked away with the big check. Western Michigan beat Toledo. Already some MAC play, 14-13. It was UConn beating Ball State 31-25. Ohio beating Gardner-Webb 52-35, and Mississippi State beating Northern Illinois 38-10. So it is that time of year where the MAC teams go and play the big boys for a big check. We'll step away. We'll play a little bit of the Michigan Marching Band. It is the second intermission, so you know what time it is. It's time for I Can't Turn You Loose.
Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to the Michigan Amphitheater. You know, so much of the music we hear today is this pre-programmed electronic disco. You never get a chance to hear master bluesmen practicing their craft. By the year 2006, the music now known as the blues will exist only in the classical record department of your local public library. And so, this afternoon, while we still can, let us welcome, from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Gary Lewis and his Blues Band. Gary Lewis and his Blues Band.
As the team has come out, let's do a little bit of Michigan scoreboard report back yesterday. It was women's volleyball. Whoops. Thought I turned that off. It was women's volleyball beating Notre Dame by 3-0. It was in field hockey, Michigan beating Michigan State 5-0. By the way, 3 former Pioneer field hockey players on that team. Today in football, we talked about it was Michigan beating Nebraska 30-27, and then in soccer, men's soccer, that is going to happen at Washington. That should have started about an hour ago, 7 p.m. Michigan over at Washington. So that is your Michigan scoreboard report. As we are counting down, Michigan already out on the ice. Davenport probably taking every second they can.
Suck up some oxygen and do a little IV.
Absolutely. As looks like Hung is over talking to the coaches, so it looks like she's gotten taken care of by the trainer. I don't know if they'll just have Swab take her place and she'll sit, or if they'll want to get her back out there.
And Kira's been getting some ice time. So.
Yes, she has. It's not like she's coming in cold.
Can you imagine? Is that Davenport's best goalie? If they have multiple people who play goal, she's not a regular goalie.
They the last game at Minnesota was Lind, who's 41, who's skating out today, who played goal at Minnesota in the last game.
So this is Hall.
Hall, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who hasn't played a league game yet, and she's faced 48 shots.
Let's take a look and see if I can find.
Maybe I wonder last year if she was there. I mean, she just can't strap them on and be that good. I mean, we're shooting. We're not aiming for her.
Okay, let's see if I can. I want
very impressive.
Not skaters. I want goalies. And I want Davenport goalies as I'm looking on the site. So they both played a game.
Okay.
Hall
they
started
both played
the first game
in Minnesota.
And she had 4 goals against, 907 save percentage. She had 39 shots there. And then Lind had 5 goals against, 47 saves, and a 904 save percentage. They're both over 900.
Wow.
Facing many shots. They faced a total of 86 shots in 2 games, and we might well make it to that in this game. So 9 goals against. They have a combined 905 save percentage.
Wow.
So they're both fantastic goalkeepers.
Well, if you're going to have 9 players.
Yeah. Hall is...
that's the best way to keep them involved.
Yeah, no kidding. Hall is a junior, and Lind is a freshman, the one who's skating out.
Wow.
So she is a freshman. So they have 2 really good goalkeepers as Davenport coming out.
Well, that's certainly something to build around.
They have 5 players coming out. Here comes the rest of them. I know it's probably hard to get up off that bench and skate back out here. You got to be just exhausted. I hope they have a really comfortable ride back to the west side of the state. I know it wasn't a lot of fun for when I first started broadcasting the Michigan women's team. They had a rented van, not a bus, and trying to come back from Columbus afterwards was a lot of sore players in a small area.
Or the time when we took university vans to Northern, and most of us turned left, but one team turned right until they found themselves in Wisconsin.
Oh boy, I've driven around Northern's campus. I've never gotten to see a game there. That's on my bucket list, seeing a game at Northern and at Tech, Michigan Tech.
Yeah, as long as you can find your way home, it's good. You get a little worried when you have freshmen and sophomore driving.
Yeah, fair enough. And you're hoping you don't face too much wind on the bridge.
Yeah, or snow.
Yeah.
I'm also glad to see we're continuing with our four referees tonight.
Indeed. As that coming ahead, bringing it into the zone is Farrell. Farrell fires it across. Saved by Hall. Good job to tip it away. As that was a heck of a job by
Oh, my
Kulinich.
goodness. They've already got a shot on net, and it's only a minute into the period.
So Ferris trying to knock that away. Courtney trying to double up their shots on goal. She has it in the far corner.
Wow.
She'll go down to the ice. No hand raised. Puck right back in
Pretty
along
gentle.
the near boards. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl over the blue line. Lindahl over center. Lindahl fires it over onto the far circle. Farrell has it into the far corner. Trying to get back to
she'll
Lindahl.
get it to her.
Into the near corner. Kulinich trying to get it out. McGough holds it in at the near point. That right out in front. Firing it as Malashevsky trying to get a goal there. Trying to get her second goal of the game. Puck back to the far point to Ferris. Ferris all the way across to McGough. Top of the near circle. Back to Ferris. High slot. Ferris fires it. That deflected out in front. Lindahl goes to get it in the far corner. And again, this Davenport team trying to keep everything blocked in the middle. Zach goes just wide, but
Michaela
that means
trying
they're
to
not
go.
grabbing it. It kind of turns into a shooting gallery here.
Yeah, tries to pick that far corner.
Racing ahead is that Kulinich fires it out. Michigan has to touch up. Kulinich has it. That'll get knocked off of Hansen's skate.
They're all trying to change.
The blue line. As Osborne looked to come off, but she has to come right back on. So make sure they have 5 skaters. Garbady gets it back. And coming along, McGough in along the near boards as Retzloff trying to get that one. Now Cummings racing down the far boards. Cummings fires it back in deep. Hall gathers it, spins it around the near boards. Intercepted by Cummings. That right back into the neutral zone. Metz has it. Metz steers it back to the blue line as Kolwich gets it in along the near boards. Here comes Metz. Metz. She'll take it right at the block M.
Man, you put Metz and Kara together, you're looking at some length.
Absolutely. You definitely get some bombs from the points as that picked up into the far corner. Callis trying to get to it, poked away. Here comes Retzloff, who's played her guts out.
KC.
She has been dangerous. It'd be interesting to see how well she could be if she didn't have quite the number of minutes that she probably has today. Coming back into the near corner. Skinner trying to knock it away. Tucked in along the near boards.
Nanami winning battles. Oh, look at that right out in front. Sam looking for the hat.
Outside the far circle, back to the far point. Secretto fires it. That off of Hansen's skate. Retzloff trying to get to it. That over to Gordon in the near corner. Skinner trying to pull it away from her. Gordon trying to move it over. Now Carr comes away with it. That poked away by Retzloff. Over to Ceballos, who takes a shot.
Over the net.
Boy, Schwab almost deflected that in. Carr takes a whack at it, and that goes just wide. That puck spins all the way around, rims all the way around the far boards. Hansen trying to get it out of the zone.
Nice switch. Wing to center, or wing to D.
Now that puck over to Ceballos. Ceballos trying to fire it out in front. That knocked away. Good job to poke the way back there by Hildebrand. Back to Ceballos at the near point. Ceballos all the way across. There's one touch, but Skinner has it. Carr trying to hold it in. That comes out. Secretto out in front of her own bench. Moves it over to Ceballos. Ceballos ahead to Dilla. Dilla gains his own. Dilla on the near circle. Dilla now goes back behind the goal. Dilla into the far corner. That pulled away as
they're not letting us pass across in front. They've got 3 people in that lane.
Now into the near corner. Back to Ceballos. Ceballos holds it in. Now pulled over. Trying to bring it ahead. Demotica into the far corner.
That's a hold.
Back to
they're going to let that
Ferris
go.
at the far point. Here comes Ceballos. Ceballos fires it.
Sticks everywhere.
As Hildebrand lost a stick, that comes back to Ferris. Ferris onto the far circle. There's a shot. As that was Bobby with the shot.
Nice save. Boom,
Out in
boom.
front, that comes all the way back. Ferris trying to hold it in. That puck into the far corner.
I don't know. I think we've got a minimum number of passes in play here right now.
Here comes McGough. McGough coming down the near boards. McGough trying to feed it back to the blue line. That tipped by Ferris. That comes wide to the near side.
Tried the wrap.
Bobby with it. Bobby drop pass back over to Ferris. Ferris top of the far circle puts it into the far corner.
She had.
Sad in along the near boards. Here comes McGough with a shot.
She had Grace Bobby wide open.
As that back into the neutral zone, Ferris retreats as Michigan has to touch up. 14:47 left to go. Here in the third, 9-0. Michigan with the lead, sent right back out. McGough has it in front of her own bench. McGough coming down the far boards, chips it ahead. As here comes Lindahl. Lindahl gains his own. Lindahl comes onto the near circle. Lindahl Feed it out in front, trying to get it over to Farrell. That skips right past her. Farrell into the far corner, trying to get it away from Skinner. Farrell underneath the near circle. Farrell feeds it back to the near point, over to Metz. Metz. Ooh, trying to deflect it out in front was Malashevsky. She was looking for her second goal.
No icing.
All
we touched
the way
it.
Back into the Michigan zone. Colwich picks it up there. As we approach the 14-minute mark. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl gains his own. Lindahl trying to split the defense. Lindahl coming in. And that off the side of the net.
What a slash.
That'll come all the way back.
No icing. Emma.
Stops it there. Coming in along the near boards. Here comes Michigan as Metz has it back in their own zone. Metz bringing it down the far side of the ice. Trying to avoid Hansen. Metz.
That's right. They don't want to forecheck too much. So she'll just circle till there's an open spot. Good for her.
Now coming in. Racing in. Callis has it back behind. Into the near corner. That's sent back out to Ceballos. Ceballos has it at the near point.
I like the way Celine plays. She's salty, man. She brings it.
Secreto underneath the far circle. Secreto backhanded shot that just goes high.
Try to roof it.
Osborne trying to pull that away. Secreto, high slot with it.
Take the shot.
Secreto comes top of the far circle. Secreto moves it over to Callis. Callis trying to weave her way. Sends it back to Ceballos. Ceballos, top of the near circle. Ceballos.
People in front are getting beat up.
And right back behind. Garbady has it. Garbady trying to fire it out in front. That got deflected away. Ceballos holds it in at the blue line.
Too tired to ice it.
Ceballos into the near corner. Cummings trying to get to it. Back to the far point. Held in there by Secreto. Secreto with a blast from the far circle. That got blocked out in front. Fired all the way down the ice by Skinner. That will get stopped by Johns. 12:25 left to go.
That's a good play, not to let them, not to make it an icing with this kind of score.
And you get to work on getting it into the zone for a team that's trying to gum up the blue line and get to work on a few things. And there's an offside. Speaking of working on some things. 12:11 left to go in a kind of a warm Yost Ice Arena up here at this level.
Yes, I would say. I don't remember the last time ever being in just a dress shirt. Dress shirt and tie for those who know I have a face for radio.
You and I both, my friend. You and I both. There's a reason why I don't have the booth camera on up here, and it's definitely not your visage. How about that?
Well, Bill set up a dress code, and I thought, well, I'll do my best. Don Cherry.
Coming in, there's a shot by Schwab.
Nice
Fires
patience.
It out in front. Gordon trying to get a blast.
Oh, my goodness. Gordon got railed in the chin.
Losing an edge there was Carr. Tipped by Ferris right back in. Michigan has to touch up. That fired all the way back. 11:36 left to go. Yes, you don't want anyone to get hurt in a game like this. You want everyone to get as much practice and playing as you can. And
I'm not sure Ava's been back.
Indeed, we hope she'll be all
right. She's standing off to the side there.
She's sitting right in front of, at the end of the bench, with Heiserman in front of her. And puck outside the near circle. McGough fires it. That off the side of the net. And good job by Hall to knock it away.
McGough wants one.
Absolutely. That puck out into the neutral zone, bringing it ahead. Here comes Hansen. Hansen gains his own. Hansen trying to move it forward. That comes just to John's left. Picking it up is Ferris. Ferris.
You know, Hansen has had a lot of one-on-ones. She works so hard. She's not a great skater, but I got to hand it to her. She is really working.
That goes just through the crease. Outside the far circle. Osborne trying to get it out of the zone. Metz holding it in. Metz pokes it ahead. Here comes Dilla. Dilla trying to work against Skinner. Skinner has her tied up. Pulled away. As that sent on to the far circle. Shot there. Loose out in front. Trying to get to it is Bobby. And that's blown dead. As DeMonica and Bobby were right there.
Wow.
10:23 left to go here. 9-0 Michigan with the lead. And Davenport continues to play as hard as they can. Dilla taking the face off back there versus Hildebrand. Comes right out in front and a point blank shot.
on Ricky.
Yeah, Bobby was right there in a point-blank shot, and Hall, another save.
And she came out to cut that angle. There was nowhere to put it. Good for her. I mean,
Hall may be a junior, but if most of her
Respect.
games have been like this, she has senior playing. She's seen a level of shots that would make her a senior.
that's true.
Back over as bringing it in. Here comes Metz. Metz, top of the near circle. Metz.
Oh, my gosh. There's
over.
a person who
There's
can
a
shoot.
shot out in front. As the Monica was out there trying to fire that one in.
She can put it on the net. Laser shot. Good
10.
follow-up. I mean, we're going to need that kind of tenacity getting in the dirty spots, especially against our next game against Michigan State.
This kind of physical game, as Davenport's playing very physically, this will be good for us when we see the Spartans, as well as teams like Adrian, who do not shy away from physical play.
And we want to get in front there. That's what we're going to need to do. Uh-oh. That was close.
Colwich brings it back in, trying to get it around Osborne.
Smart
bouncing
play.
puck.
Engineer there, dumping it in.
Now into the near corner. Racing over to grab it. Here comes back to Metz.
Oh.
Metz, that goes out of the zone. Michigan will have to touch up. 9:47 left to go. Here comes Lindahl. Lindahl, top of the near circle. Lindahl coming in as that pass got off of one of Davenport's skates all the way back into the Michigan zone.
I'm glad to see Emma come out and touch it. We're trying to get the goalies to do more of that.
Coming down the far boards, Hansen grabs it. Hansen trying to move it in. Malshevsky knocks it away.
Here we go.
Now racing over, trying to bring it in is Farrell. That puck loose and along the far boards. Hildebrand trying to get to it. That puck
Dumping
fired
it
out in front, right through the crease. Hildebrand ended up down in front of the goal. Ceballos has it outside the near circle. Now working her way around.
Don't
is
let her
Farrell.
shoot.
Farrell with a shot in it.
That's going to leave a mark.
Blocked by Hall all the way back to the far point. Here comes Sacredo. Sacredo skates in with it.
Nice.
Tipped it. Just wide to the near side.
Tried to set her up.
Ceballos gets it back at the near point. Pressure coming. Courtney trying to knock that away. Almost had a big breakaway. Malshevsky with the shot. That knocked away by Lund. She's the other goalkeeper.
So many pucks getting tipped in front.
Skinner has it in the far corner. Trying to pull that away was Callis. Back to Sacredo. Sacredo has it at the far point.
Nice. Got her while she's coming in.
Trying to skate. There's a shot sticked away into the far corner by Hall.
Good rebound control.
Poked away there. Sacredo
There you go.
sends it back to the far point. There's a blast by Callis. Into the near corner it goes. Garbady trying to get to it. 8:05 left to go here in the third. 9-0 Michigan with the lead. Garbady in the near corner. Garbady trying to skate in. Nobody home out in front. Picked up by Ceballos at the blue line. Ceballos had deflected. Courtney has been trying to get a deflection and jump on it. Sacredo does a good job to pull it away. Sacredo ahead to Cummings. Cummings
getting a cheer from the stands.
gains the zone. Michigan almost offsides there.
My.
Back over to Garbady with a shot. With another save. As she's letting a couple rebounds, but man, she dives on those rebounds so quickly.
Yes, she's quick as a cat. Grace had a nice chance. She's a shooter.
As Hall takes the glove off as she's working on her helmet. Things got to be drenched at this point. She's been playing so hard all game long as she continues to work on her equipment.
Well, she took one off the lid earlier. I think
she's getting a little help.
Celine took a shot that may have hit her in the mask.
I wonder if one of the straps or something is loose and they're trying to get fixed over there. Because you gotta have the safety gear to play. So
I haven't seen the curfew clock anywhere.
They don't appear to have it running there. So
maybe we don't have anything after us tonight. Not that it matters at 9-0.
Yeah, if we had to call it,
I wouldn't get any grief from the OSU fans like the time we had the curfew in overtime.
That's brutal. I will give it. That's brutal.
They were not happy.
Unfortunately, unless you have NCAA by your name, you're not gonna be able to beat that curfew clock.
Yeah, they were giving me a lot of grief, and I said, "Look, my name's Ned, not Red." I can't do anything here.
Indeed.
It was a few years ago.
Oh, that a
shot.
good job. Pad save into the near corner by Hall. She continues to impress.
Oh.
Oh, boy, that was almost a hat trick there by Carr.
I thought Sam had 2.
She does indeed. She has 2, looking for a third. Cummings has 2. I think everyone else who scored has had 1. Back here, coming into Schwab. Schwab, stick handling onto that near
Another
circle.
block
Good
shot.
That one by Lind. Now Ferris coming along with it. Ferris gets it over to Carr. Carr at the center ice. That's swept away.
Send it back. Yep.
Gordon gets it back. Over. Coming up the near boards is McGough. McGough puts it back deep. That deflects in along the end boards.
It should have been icing.
That is icing.
For those asking about that, that was on the other side of the red line, so that is icing.
Yes,
And we
indeed.
take it back into the group that pulled the boo-boos end.
At least we don't have the whole 2-line pass penalty anymore.
That was
tough,
crazy.
man.
And, you know, it's confusing, too, because so many different leagues play with or without a center red line and things. But, yeah, that's icing for us.
So if you take a shot from beyond the red line and no one touches it and it goes beyond the goal line, that is icing.
And
Knocked away, almost a shot on goal, but blocked. That one might be a shot on goal.
I'm going to count that one.
Fired around as in this period they've doubled up their shots on goal. Have Davenport.
Yep.
As taking it down, Hildebrand trying to fire it out in front. McGough trying to move it. Skinner coming in. Skinner puts it into the near corner. As Osborne down on the ice, she's slow to get up, but she pops up.
I don't know if she's just tired or got railed.
Well, hopefully she's just tired as that comes in along the near boards. Gathered up, Skinner fires it all the way around. DeModica trying to get that one now, picking it up. Here comes Davenport with 6:30 left to go.
Problem is they got to do it all by themselves. They can't get 2 together. They're all too tired.
Kulinich firing it back deep. Now that moved ahead. Here comes Michigan trying to knock it away as Osborne, but good job by DeModica to move it over. And that fired ahead. Here comes Bobby. Bobby gains his own. Bobby top of the far circle. Bobby trying to get herself back. Wrap around attempted. Oh boy, just knocked away. Kulinich did a good job to poke that away. Otherwise,
she's going for the wrap no matter what tonight.
Indeed. Picked up. Here comes Osborne. Osborne fires it all the way down. Gathered up by Kolwich. Kolwich has it at her own blue line. We're under 6 minutes left to go here at Yost Ice Arena in the third. 9-0 Michigan with the lead over Davenport. They haven't played them in a few years, and I'm sure they're not going to be too excited to play us again.
Yeah, it's a pod thing. You're forced to play certain people in a pod.
Coming ahead with it is Dilla. I'll admit I have not looked. I know the pods have changed, but I have not looked at it as of yet this year.
It's hard to keep track of them. I know Eastern's in it. I know Michigan State's not. So that's the 2 that I really stuck in my mind. Adrian is.
We're still going to play Michigan State twice, though, this season. Once scheduled for an outdoor game at Clark Park. And that
Julia just came out of a big mess. Oh, I would not feel bad, Miss Goalie.
That ended up going in, so that's the 10th goal out there. Big goal.
Is that Julia's second?
That was Lindahl's second, indeed. Yeah. So the captain gets her second goal as we'll watch the replay here, and you can see
comes
fired
out of the
in
scrum
front,
right here.
Sure
she's standing there, and it just goes right to her. Boom. She gets that quick release.
And good job on the dirty work by Malashevsky to fight for that and get that in. So at 5:04.
She wins the battles.
Lindahl has. Now, am I wrong? Does she just have one? No, she has. That's Lindahl's second one. I thought she already had one. Yep, that's her second one.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
She did the one where she made the move to the backhand and undressed everybody.
Just trying to make sure I didn't miss another one, and she didn't have a hat trick. But now we have 3 players with 2 goals: Cummings, Lindahl, and Carr. And if all 3 of those can have a lot of goals this season, I think we'll do well. That chipped up right over as Lindahl has it into the far corner. That was a blast from the far point. That puck comes back in along the near boards. Racing back to get to it is Ceballos. Ceballos has it at her own blue line. 4:30 left to go here in the third. 10-0 Michigan with the lead. Malashevsky coming down the far boards into the far corner. Trying to pull that away as Courtney. Cummings in there to try and get to it. In along the near boards. Now Skinner, that poked out into the neutral zone by Osborne. Gathered up there by Savas. Back in their own zone. That's Cummings. Over. Cummings feeds it down the far boards. Puck into the far corner as Courtney pins her person to the boards. Trying to poke it out. Courtney blasted off of the far boards. That picked up there. As Secreto has it outside the far circle. Secreto goes back behind the goal. Fires it. McGough with a one-timer. That goes just wide to the near side.
Poor goalie's so tired she's having trouble getting up and down now.
3:40 left to go. Garbady trying to get one deflected. Garbady into the far corner. As Lynn trying to pull that away. Outside the near circle, here comes Cummings. Moves it back to McGough. McGough all the way across. Now Metz takes a shot. That just
open
goes
side.
wide. Cummings trying to get that shot that popped up high, and somehow Hall covered it up as that thing went high up in the air.
I thought it was going to go behind her.
I did, and it came down right in front of her.
Yeah.
And somehow she was able to keep it out with 3:20 left to go.
She can hardly get up. I mean, my goodness. What an effort.
We don't do stars of the game, but Hall would absolutely be the #1 star of the game if we did, because she has played out of her mind.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say when you give up 10 goals, but if you see the number of shots,
yeah.
she has played
she's looking at 17 this period.
And she had 48 up until that. So
that's right. And we still got 3 minutes to go.
Wowzers. McGough.
The way it's going, she'll have 20 this period.
Ooh, just missing the upper right-hand corner there.
That one she didn't see. It's one of the few. There's another save.
Absolutely blast from the far circle. Big save there. Under 3 minutes left to go now. 2:58. 10-0 Michigan with the lead. Looking to cruise to a big win, and that means we'll talk about coming up. We have a game versus Michigan State coming up on the 25th. As that puck, Callis trying to grab it. It's fired all the way back. Picking that up, 2:47 left to go here. Cummings trying to dump it back deep. That puck into the near corner. Gathered up as Kulinich gets it back into the neutral zone. McGough trying to bring it in. Michigan touches up just in time. It's a blast by McGough. Now Schwab has it top of the far circle. 2:30 left to go. Schwab has that poked away, coming the other direction. Who else but Retzloff? Retzloff trying to put it in deep.
Lots of snow in front of those doors.
Osborne fires it in. Over to McGough down the near boards. 2:15 left to go here in the third. 10-0. Here comes Michigan down the near boards. Bringing it in is Carr. 2 goals on of her own. That puck into the near corner. Gordon trying to pull it away. Gordon and Kulinich battling. Kulinich trying to fire it in front. Gathered up by Metz right at her own blue line. I'm sure if you're a Davenport player, that clock can't move fast enough at this point. Colwich drop pass trying to get it to Gordon. Gordon feeds it into the near corner. 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go. Carr comes out, feeds it top of the far circle. There's a shot that just goes wide by Colwich. Back to the near point to Metz. She tries to get it. There's a shot by Carr. That goes outside the far circle. Hansen gets it back into the neutral zone. 1:22 left to go. Metz will go back to get it. As Coach Nett will start to pack up so he can run down and sing the victors in the locker room.
Yeah, I got pucks to give out too.
1:07 left to go. That puck comes in along the far boards. Gathering it up. And down the near boards. Here comes DeModica. DeModica moves it ahead. Racing in with it. As now that puck into the far corner. Sent back to the far point. 45 seconds left to go. Cevallos in the high slot. That chipped. Hall with a save. Steers it into the far corner. Bobby with it there. Bobby shot. That deflected out in front. 34 seconds left to go. Into the near corner. Modica has it. All the way back to the far point. Held in there by Secreto. Secreto out in front trying to get to it. As that was DeModica with it coming the other direction. Courtney fires it back deep with 15 seconds left to go. 10 seconds left to go. Whoop. Sorry, got you back on
68 shots to 4.
68 shots to 4. That is crazy.
And there might be one more here.
And that will do it. So the next game coming up is going to be versus Michigan State on the 25th. It's going to be 8:30 here at Yost Ice Arena. And any quick final thoughts before you run down to give some pucks there, Coach?
Well, you got to be happy with the victory.
Indeed.
I don't think we got into bad habits, and we certainly got some confidence. So you build on that, and, we got the big rival coming in, so
got to get everything tuned up for Michigan State.
Right, yeah. I think we're in a good place. I'm happy with what I saw.
And the best tradition in all of sports, the post-game handshake or fist bump as it is now. So we will be back on the air Thursday, September 25th at 8:30 p.m. We'll be on the air 15 minutes beforehand for Michigan State.
Don't forget your. Okay. Thank you. Go Blue. Got to run.
Yep. Have a great time, Coach. So I want to thank all of our folks, our camera people, James Wiseman and Christina Wiseman, our director, Mike Butler, Coach Ned Glisson, our color commentator. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you for your support of either of those teams. We are very, very grateful for you watching. Hope to see you on the 25th. If you can come on down, we'd love to see you here. Otherwise, we will have that broadcast on arborbroadcasting.com as well as all of our social media that we can broadcast to. Thank you very much and have a fantastic rest of your evening. Have fun watching a little football late tonight. It's my director. Looks like he's about to fall asleep now while he watches his Spartans going. Thank you, folks. Have a great evening.